Elon Musk's Starlink has reportedly complied with a Brazilian Supreme Court order to block access to social media platform X. Joining us now to discuss is Dr. Karen Sutherland from the University of the Sunshine Coast. Elon Musk playing by the rules for once. Take us through what we're seeing.
And I think it's because he hasn't been playing by the rules. So that's why he's in trouble. So the Brazilian Supreme Court has put a temporary ban on X because Musk used to ban particular accounts that they said were allegedly spreading misinformation, particularly around their election. And also, he doesn't actually have a legal representative in Brazil, which is the law. So apparently businesses outside of Brazil need to have a legal representative in the country, and he's refused to do that too. And so then they've gone after Starlink as a result.
Interesting. So do you think we'll see further X regulation or social media regulation in the future? You and I talk about this stuff each week. It's interesting to see how it all plays out. Interesting also that Starlink caught up in all this as well.
Yeah, apparently because Musk wouldn't comply, so they went after Starlink. So they actually froze the financial assets of Starlink, and Starlink provides satellite broadband services in Brazil. And because of that, it meant that really Starlink, they couldn't actually conduct their business in Brazil because their financial transactions were frozen. So yes, it's a real mess. And it's just, Musk is saying that what's happening is they're actually putting a hold on free speech and limiting free speech and actually going against the Brazilian constitution. However, without a legal representation in the country, it's interesting he can actually say that.
Yeah, 110%. Of course, he will say what he says all the time. But now let's talk about the Democrats' use of social media. We've touched on this previously. We've seen Kamala Harris dancing. We've seen Donald Trump dancing. Take us through a little bit more about what we're seeing.
Yeah, I wish I didn't see Donald Trump dancing, but that's another segment. They're just using influencers so nicely, and they're using people who are positioning and strengthening their policies. I think they're coming organically as well in terms of just supporting, and then they're really onto that. So Kamala's team is really onto when people are engaging with her campaign, and then they go with that. But I think it's very strategic as well. There's a lot of great stuff happening on social media, but maybe there needs to be a bit more of a balance between the actual sort of serious issues as well. But personally, I think she is doing that. I don't think it's all rainbows and influencers. But yeah, but there's been some people criticising that approach.
We'll have to leave it there and no doubt keep a close eye on it. Thank you for your time, Dr. Karen Sutherland.
Thank you.